Okay. You ready?
Yep.
What's going on, everyone? This is brewpac.shakur.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Art.
And this is Brian.
And welcome back to the Brewing Podcast, episode 11. Welcome
11?
back. Yeah.
Oh, it is 11.
10 was Halloween.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, happy belated Halloween. The Brewing Podcast, where we're creating community connections through casual conversations. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This does help us out. All right.
Right.
Brian, got a little something special.
Yeah, it's my turn to bring drinks this time. And like I said last time, I was going to bring my maple rye that I got from Canada. It's a little on the sweeter side, but I like it. So,
All right.
Little cork ASMR.
Nice.
This is a sipper for sure, boys.
I'm like done with that. Oops. All right,
I'm just trying to hide this statement.
Dude, it's already there.
I know.
Just let it happen.
All right. Cheers.
Just let it
Happy
happen.
Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. It is the season of giving.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh,
This sweet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's
And it
maple,
has
man.
a nice little kick to it.
I need like a pecan pie.
Yeah, for those that didn't listen last time, it's maple rye from Canada, so it's basically maple syrup mixed with rye, and it's really good.
All right, let's start out with our testimonials. This one comes from Bo.
Hey.
Shout out to Bo. Bo said, I think this was like episode 2. We were talking about our origin stories, but he says, I related to that a lot. Filipino military dads. LOL.
Yeah, who doesn't, right?
Yeah, but let's get into our check-ins.
Sure.
What's everyone been up to?
Did a bit of traveling these past couple weeks for work.
Where'd you go?
Went to Vegas for a conference, National
Oh, right, yeah.
Workforce Development Conference. That was actually pretty cool. Went with like the whole squad, and then actually ended up hanging out with a lot of folks that work at the Y because
Oh, what?
yeah, they were there too.
Okay.
Lyle, Rod,
Got it.
and Alex.
Oh, got
I
it.
was there. Yeah, we were at South Point Hotel. It was just like a little off strip,
Oh,
but it was
That's where the
actually-
conference was?
Yeah, it was at South Point.
Okay.
But you know that hotel is actually kind of nice. It has like a theater. It has like all this stuff.
Has a bowling alley.
Yeah, it has a bowling alley.
Oh.
So you don't even really have to leave if you don't want to. And then
I mean, it's hot outside. Why would you want to leave, right?
right.
They still got like steak and eggs?
Yeah, steak and eggs.
What is it, like
Steak and
$6
eggs.
now?
Yeah,
Did you guys
like
go?
$6-7. Yeah, we went after our team building event.
What time was this?
It was on like I think Monday night. Yeah, Monday night we went to Top Golf.
Okay. Oh, so you did
Ooh.
go.
Yeah, I remember you
Nice.
showed a picture of that.
Yeah. Super fun. I've actually never done Top Golf, but it's
You just
fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't
I
it like-
actually did do the best out of everybody.
Isn't
you
it-
did?
Isn't it
Yeah.
the one where like there's like the holes and there's like a light around
Yeah,
it or
there's like
something
lights
that?
around it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like it's crazy because like where your stall, it actually tracks the ball.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, it's super sick. And then it'll show like a replay of your shot.
Wait,
Oh, like the arc?
Yeah.
Is there like a monitor?
it'll-
There's like a monitor?
Yeah, there's like a big screen.
Oh.
And then it'll actually like just show it, and it's pretty crazy how like it tracks it like super accurately.
There's like a tracker in each ball.
I don't know how it works. Maybe
Maybe there is.
there's like a tracker or like
Well, I would assume if
of
everyone's like
cameras and
hitting
stuff.
it at the same time, be like, oh shoot, which one's my ball?
Yeah.
yeah. I was like actually pretty surprised at how like advanced that is. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. You get like live stats. And then there's like games, right? There's like furthest
Okay.
or like furthest and straightest, and then like closest to the hole or whatever.
So how many people were in one range? It's called range, right?
Yeah, like the little driving, I don't know,
Yeah.
stall, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not a golfer.
I
but-
don't think any of us are.
Let us
Yeah.
know in the comments what that thing is called. Top
The
golf, your own
driving range,
section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've
There were
been there.
six each about. So there's actually quite a bit of us that went.
Wow.
Yeah. But I actually did the best. Shout out to my homie Nathan. What's up, dude? He actually was a really good golfer.
Oh,
He still is.
nice.
Not was. He probably still is. Yeah,
it's
he
a
played-
one-time thing.
Yeah. He like played for like UCSD and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
wow.
Yeah. So and he
Wait.
gave me a couple tips, and
you have to use the hips.
Use the hips. But yeah, like I remembered his tips, and I was actually just whacking them, dude. I was like, ooh, feels kind of good.
You would say you're addicted to golfing then, no? Or
I don't know. I don't think I'm addicted, but it actually, you know, I may do it every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually is pretty fun.
How long were you guys there for?
About an hour and a half ish.
That's a good amount of time.
Yeah, it's a good amount of time. I think an hour is good, especially if you're like not super into it. Because like it was funny because like half of us was like the more competitive folks, and then the other ones were just there just to kick it, right? So then like it's kind of like people who like go bowling and stuff. Like some people just bowl to hang out and
watch and eat the wings.
Some people. Did you
guys get food there?
I actually did not. Actually, I got drinks there.
So this is after you guys clocked out, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. But yeah, it was a fun time. I actually, you know, it's one of those, you don't really know your coworkers until you kind of kicked it with them outside of work kind of things, and you're just like, dang, this is wild. Like y'all are cool. Like you're cool at work and you're cool outside of work. Cool.
Yeah. Those are the best.
Yeah. But yeah, that was like a 3-day conference. So that was I was there Sunday, left on Wednesday. And then I connected with my homie Francis and Drew. It's their birthdays in November. Happy birthday, happy belated, guys.
Happy belated.
Happy belated.
Yeah, and it was just one of these things we were just kind of joking around because I mentioned, like, you know, to Francis, like, oh yeah, like Veterans Day, like I'm at a conference, I go to work for like one day. I'm like, maybe I'll take it off and then we can do something for your birthday or whatever. And he's like, yeah, let's do that. So then actually like that Wednesday, I flew back into San Diego, repacked from Vegas clothes into like winter clothes because we went to Montreal.
Oh man,
Canada?
Man, there's something in Montreal where you're like, we gotta go back.
Yeah. Montreal is really cool though. I really like the vibe out there.
I've never been there on that side of Canada.
Yeah, it's like super. Like I mean, you know, like the Quebecois. I don't know. Those Quebecians. Yeah, it's like French, right? So, but it's cool though because I actually I like the vibe because it's very like more chill.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of like speakeasies. We went to this speakeasy called like Cloakroom, which was super dope.
Ooh.
Cloakroom, I guess it's like a clothing store, but then they have like this back area. It only fits like 25 people.
Oh, that's the usual speakeasy.
Yeah, right. You know, like small. And then and they actually don't have drink menus. So you go in and you tell, oop, did I burp? Oh, sorry. You tell
guys, you haven't even like had halfway through your drink already.
Yeah, I had a sip.
Every time I drink it, I feel like it gets sweeter. I need like pancakes or something. That's like I think that would be a good mixture.
Yeah.
You should try it, right?
Dip it in there.
Yeah.
Just pour it on my pancakes. All right, so it's like 25 people. It's a small. There's no menu.
Yeah, there's no menu. So
what?
so you basically you talk to your bartender, and then you're like you tell them like what kind of spirits you're into, how you're feeling. Like, do you want something refreshing or like something like a little stronger?
Flex menu.
Yeah, and then they kind of like come up with a drink for you with the spirit of your choice. So I actually had like tequila based one. One was like refreshing and herbal, which was really nice, and you can taste like all the different flavors. Like there's like rosemary in there, and like cucumber. You know,
actual flavors.
Yeah, it was like, and they're like super drinkable too, which is like dangerous because like I think after 2 I was like, oh shoot, I'm on a good one. I'm feeling it.
Where am I?
Yeah.
How's the price though for those type of drinks?
I can't remember. I don't remember the breakdown.
You didn't pay, did you?
I did.
Okay.
I did. So Francis Drew, don't worry, I'll add my costs on that Excel sheet that we have because we basically,
yeah,
because like we all like paid for different stuff.
Wait, do you guys actually put it on an Excel sheet or do you have an app? You know, there's an app for that, right?
Oh, really?
I think it's called Splitwise.
Yeah, my friend uses that.
Yeah,
she's always taking care of this stuff. She's like, no, just put it on the Splitwise.
Yeah, I think you just take a picture of the receipt too, and then you figure that out later.
Yeah, so I don't remember because I just paid for it, and then like.
We just like take my money.
Yeah. And it's in like Canadian dollars too. So
so it's cheaper.
So it's like cheaper.
By how much?
I think the exchange rate was basically $1 US equals $1 and like 37 cents.
Oh, even
Canadian.
more.
Yeah, it was a pretty good time to go.
Poutine fries. What did you eat from
Canada? Yeah, dude.
You
like
have
poutine,
to get something Canadian, right? Like,
so we went. I think one of our first nights after we went out, we went to La Banquise, which is like this really popular like poutine spot.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay.
So good.
Basically, northern carne asada fries. Like
Yeah.
Oh man, that sounds good right now.
Yeah, it's so good, dude. The first one I had, I actually got like a Mexican poutine.
Where?
So
How does that work?
so
here?
No, over there.
Oh, over there.
Yeah. So basically, it's like
Is it carne asada and gravy and cheese curd?
like originally it's supposed to be like ground beef, and then
Just carne asada.
well, like
Okay.
like burger beef though,
Oh,
like not like
oh,
steak.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Spaghetti beef.
Yeah, spaghetti
Yeah.
beef.
Okay.
And then it had like guacamole and like some bell peppers in it, which was like a little, a little strange. There's like I think sour cream on it too.
It's what they think Mexico is.
Yeah.
Was it good at least?
So I actually subbed the ground beef for smoked meat pastrami. Yeah, and it was pretty good. Yeah,
Dang.
super solid.
I'm gonna go to the Hat now.
Is there one closer to us?
No, it's all in LA, man.
Irvine is the closest, maybe.
Probably. I know that there's like 3 locations. There's like one pretty close, but like when I say pretty close, it's like Irvine, OC area, something like that.
Yeah, and speaking of, we went to like the really popular Schwartz Deli.
Schwartz.
Yeah, Celine
and-
Dion owns that.
What?
Apparently.
What? I didn't know that.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Celine Dion.
Thank you for keeping
My
Schwartz.
heart will
alive.
go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she still making music?
Schwartz will go on, huh?
I think so.
No, because actually, we were sitting because it's like so busy, and like we ended up sitting next to a family, and I guess there was this older gentleman, and he was like, "Yeah, I've been coming here for like 50 years." One of those guys.
You sound like that.
Yeah. Right?
Was he smoking his cigarette too?
No, we were in a restaurant.
Oh, I don't know how Canada is. It might be like Vegas,
yeah.
right? dude?
Oh, they're smoking everywhere.
Yeah. Well, this is in Canada, right?
Well, I don't know the rules, so
Okay.
that's why I asked. I'm picturing like someone French. That's
French.
French smoker.
Oh, French smoker, baby.
It was like old guy.
Oh yeah, so
15
he was
years.
saying I think it was like getting close to like shutting down, and then Celine Dion bought it, and then that helped like support it, and she didn't change a thing. He said so.
Wow.
Quality is super good. But the weather was quite cold. We actually flew. It's funny, like, so our Airbnb, we weren't able to check in until like 4 p.m.
Isn't it like a
That's
usual
usually
check-in?
3,
Like
That's
right?
usually,
Yeah.
I mean, it felt late because we actually took the red eye. Right.
First time traveling with Drew?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got there. It was like 11 a.m.
Yeah.
So we're like, shit, what are we gonna do for like 5 hours? And then we had to we were like looking for a place to store our luggage.
Oh,
We're like, shit. So we were like,
You can't bring that to the club, right?
Yeah. Can't bring that to the club.
Where'd you put him?
So it was funny because we tried to go to Holiday Inn first. We're like, hey, let's just pretend like, maybe we have a room here, and let's see if we can just store it here. And then
Wait, so you didn't have a reservation at Holiday
No,
Inn?
we didn't.
You tried storing it
we
at
said,
Holiday Inn.
we just like, maybe they'll
They didn't ask you for your room number, right?
yeah, they did.
Wait, and then when they asked you that, what did you say?
They ran.
Yeah, no. we're like, oh well, we actually don't have a reservation yet. We were thinking about it.
Oh my god! No.
Okay, how did that fly?
And then they were just like, oh no, sorry.
Reservation first.
Yeah, you guys have to have a room. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So just imagine
That's smart.
3 dudes with like their rollers and backpacks on, like walking through snow through the city, and we're just like, dude, what the hell? This is like the worst thing.
Wait, how deep is the snow?
It was probably, maybe a good like 2 inches, maybe 2 or 3 inches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, and you're just rolling?
Just rolling it. You see our tracks. And we're like, dang, look at this. Look at us leaving luggage tracks all over the snow. It's like, damn. But then we ended up finding like a luggage storage place.
What?
Yeah. They just
What was it called?
I've never seen like just a place just for
says-
luggage.
Yeah.
This says luggage storage place.
yeah.
In neon.
Yeah, I don't know how they found it. Like, I think like Francis looked it up on like some kind of app, and then
I was like, Google it.
and then like it was funny though because you walk in, and I think it's like a multi-purpose like business because they're like doing like mass like laundry. There's like all these like little like random like antiquities inside, and I was like, dude, are we really gonna leave our stuff here?
There's a
It looked pretty
casino in
shady.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I was like,
It's a front for something.
Yeah, the wall turns when you go.
So we ended up just leaving it there. So that was kind of cool. I think it was I don't know, like $40 or something for a few hours
For the three of you?
for all three of us. Yeah,
Oh, that's not bad.
yeah,
That's good.
Canadian, so that's like $30. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So your adventures in Canada?
Yeah.
We went to a dog beach this past month, Solana Beach. Have you ever gone?
Beach.
Yeah. I've been there.
So we brought Gracie over. This is her first time at a dog beach, and we're kind of scared because Gracie is. I don't know if you've seen Gracie like in the wild. She is fast. She's fast, and it's one of those things. You know when Iron Man like changes into his like he'll call his suit.
Yeah.
And she'll when she runs, you just see her arms. She like gallops, and so we were going down the ramp to Solana Beach, and you just see it's like the sunset, like perfect, right? Yeah. Sunset, a full beach full of dogs and dog owners, right? And we're like, damn, she's gonna go crazy here, right? Yeah. So we get down there, and we're like, all right, if something happens, I was talking to Nadine, me and you have to chase after her. I don't know how that's gonna work because we can't catch her, right? Yeah. Like that's one of the biggest fears because I'm like, what stops them from get off the leash and just going back on the road? And I'm just like, I can't. So I was just like, all right, we just gotta trust her. Bunch of dogs. I was like getting ready to unloose her leash. Yeah. And you see her do this already. Like she does this and she starts sprinting. And she's like lapping. She's going like a derby, right? Yeah. And it's funny because she's going so fast she ran into this lady. Like that.
Like slammed it there.
And she got so excited because usually in the mornings I'll walk her until she like takes a deuce. Like the more I walk her, like, the more likely she'll take a deuce. Yeah. So she was running by herself and all this stuff. She goes in the water and you see her squat, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah. And so she's, and like, it's like little nuggets coming out. Like, it looks like chicken nuggets that just go, I swear, like 15 pieces.
Jesus.
In the water, right? And then the shore, like, the wave comes out, and it washes it over, and this lady gets surrounded by it, and she's like, there's shit everywhere.
It's like encircled
there. And I was like, oh my goodness. And you see me here like Thanos with a dog poo bag, right? like ready to pick it up. And I was like, I gotta wait till the water goes down. And then I'm slowly picking it up so like no one knows it's me. But I was like, oh my goodness. That's funny. But she had so much fun. Like for a dog that doesn't like taking baths, she went into the water like it was
nothing. Okay.
Yeah, so she had a good time.
That's cool. Yeah. You need to do that more often.
Yeah. And I mean, there's certain instances because she likes to overpower like dogs. She likes to be the alpha, right? And so, but like playful, but to the point where the dogs are just annoyed, like get off me. Yeah, so when they're snarling, you got to pull them back.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So we went to see Joe Coy's tour. A lot of Filipinos.
Gee, I wonder why.
Some good, like, funny openers. We went with Nadine's parents.
Oh, nice.
And cool. I was like, man, some of these jokes are pretty raunchy.
Yeah.
So we're looking over and they're dying. Yeah. Okay. They're dying. They're having a good time. Yeah. I actually picked up my first Funko. Remember, I was like debating if I wanted to get a Funko. And then it's a signed autograph of Joe Coy's Funko. Oh, nice. I think that's what he wore in one of his specials.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he was actually in San Diego practicing for another Netflix special that's going to be in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Practicing some new material or whatever.
Some new material. Like, Joe Coy, he's mestizo, right? So he's like half white.
Yeah, I think he's half white, half Filipino. He has a shabu-shabu.
His Funko looks Mexican.
Dang.
Hey, it's all good.
Well, how would you make it not look Mexican then? How would you make it look more Filipino?
Maybe
put a barong on him?
Yeah, no. I don't know. Maybe it's just the face, how they did his facial
It's his beard, huh?
Yeah, I think it is.
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's actually pretty funny. I saw him too.
He got better. I mean, he's been doing this for like 30 years.
Yeah.
He used to be just like his impressions of his mom, but I think he's kind of...
He's branching out.
Yeah.
He stops making fun of his family. Because of the jokes.
Well, he also has a book too that's out. Nadine read it, and a lot of stuff she can relate to, and it's pretty funny as well. She talks about her siblings and his brother that they kind of distance themselves.
It's real, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty real. So I was like, yeah.
Oh, it's a book. That must be funny too. No.
I'm like, oh man.
You're like reading with like a box of tissues.
It's the drama behind the comedy.
I've been going to get acupuncture lately. I go to this place called Health Point Wellness Clinic. Shout out to Dr. Brittany. She referred me to Dr. Oliver. Dr. Oliver has her own business. I think she's been doing this for like 20 years. Acupuncture, massages. She does electric stimulation. Cupping. And so I've been having back problems or just like back pain. I'm always like, oh, it's just back pain. You know, I played sports in high school, and I'm just like, it's just probably something lingering, whatever. But it got to the point where I think 2-3 years ago, we were helping with like a move out, and I think I lifted something too heavy, and I probably lifted wrong. And the next few days, like there was a day where I couldn't even bend at the hip. I literally rolled out of bed because I couldn't get up.
Dang.
Yeah, so I was just like, after that, like I was like, man, my back hurts, you know. And I'm like, I'll just deal with it. And then so fast forward, went to this clinic, saw Dr. Oliver, and she was like, you're having back pain. You're too young to have back pain right now. Let's do an X-ray on you, right? Mm-hmm. We'll do acupuncture. We'll do cupping, and then we'll do a medical massage. Target the pain. Mm-hmm. And so we did a X-ray, and the X-ray showed my spinal cord and the bottom disc. You know how like you have disc, and in between the disc, it's like this cartilage in between. And so the bottom cartilage, it shows none. So it looks like two discs on top of each other. And she's like, I think you have a herniated disc. There's only one way to really know, but like she's like, I have a feeling you do. You need to go to an MRI, like get an MRI done. Go to the doctor. Yeah. And I was like, all right. Went through the whole process. I went to my doctor in Claremont, and we went to get an MRI done. Mm-hmm. And so we're going through the hospital, and we're passing through like these rooms, and then we go to the outside. I'm like, what are we doing outside now? Like, I thought we were going to be in the hospital, right? They're like, actually, hospitals, if you build an MRI like room, you need to build that when the hospital's built. You can't just add an MRI setup. Right. Yeah. And so he took me into like, I felt like it was like the Avengers, right? Like this is like something that they set up in the back because it was gated. Yeah. The hospital is like right there. We exited through double doors, and you see these two long trailers side by side, and there's like a little ramp right here. And then he goes, we're gonna go into this trailer right here. Place your feet on the ramp. Like there's like a picture of like 2 feet, and he's all hold on to something tight, right? Like, no, this guy was
going in dry.
Yeah. Shout out to Peter. Like shout out to Peter. I'll probably bleep his name because I'll talk about it more in the story.
It's a first name. It's a common first name too.
Yeah.
It's not like you said the facility. So.
Peter that works in radiology. Common name.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he took me up there, and
Peter from radiology.
Yeah.
He took me up there, and then this it was like one of those stores where you like the. Does
it make that sound?
Yeah. No, it did. Like you know,
like a Velcro?
No, like a gated door.
Okay.
You know, like shops have when they
like a
kiosk kind of thing.
Yeah.
He opened it, and it like you have like all the computers, screens, all that stuff, and then you have a separate room with a looking glass, and it has this big machine like X-Men, you know,
like
right?
Was it Cerebro?
Yeah,
Cerebro, yeah. And then he pushes a button,
and then the fluorescent lights go on.
It looked like this. Like this is what it felt like, right?
Okay.
And then so this bed comes out. Like, he presses a button, and this bed slides out of the MRI machine, right? like you go through this tunnel. And
like a big donut, yeah.
Yeah, like a big donut, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
No, I've seen an MRI machine.
Okay.
Yeah, I've watched like doctor shows and stuff.
Yeah.
It's probably like that.
Yeah.
And so he's all laid down. Just to give you a heads up, you might get claustrophobic. It's pretty tight in there. Just make sure you don't touch the sides. I'll put some padding on there and just remain still. He gave me this button. This little
Like a panic button.
panic button. No, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like, get me out of here.
He says if you feel tingly or if your body starts warming up, press that right away.
Oh.
Yeah, they tell you to remove, like, if you have
Anything metal.
right?
Anything metal,
Your phone, all of that stuff,
Yeah.
earrings.
Yeah.
Anything metal.
Yeah, because it's like this big ass magnet.
Yeah.
That's what
You
it is.
cannot have anything metal in that room. Like I've
Yeah,
seen
it's
videos
gnarly.
where they turn it on and there's like something just 5-10 feet away. It just flies to it.
So I had to remove my Prince Albert.
Wow.
I was like,
You want to explain to people what that is?
no. Brian, do you want to explain?
No, you brought
Okay.
it up. You bring it up.
Google it. Not at work though. Not at work.
Yeah.
No, but he was pretty cool about it. I asked him. I said, "Hey, can you give me some shots? I just want to get some BTS." Like I thought he was gonna take like one. He took like in different areas, different angles. He took one behind the glass
Yeah.
as well. Took some of the X-rays.
Yeah, he
this
did
guy's-
you good. Yeah.
So I'll add all of that stuff.
Nice.
And then at the end, like he was talking about, retired military, and I just went to the radiology. Did 6 years in the military. I said it's not for me, and I moved over here. Wanted to help people.
Nice.
I paid well, so I'm waiting for my readings. So
Wow. Recent.
so it was just like yesterday, but so Dr. Oliver was like, for now we're gonna have you do treatment. What your treatment plan is gonna look like. You're gonna get your medical massages. You're gonna go acupuncture, cupping 2 times a week, and then you're gonna see a chiropractor weekly to every other week.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what
You've been doing the chiropractor stuff.
I've been doing the chiropractor stuff, and it's been helpful. But now I gotta I do this
Up
stuff
it up.
It's a
before
regimen.
work. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
whole thing, and they say like 6 to 8 weeks. And then the doctor also referred me to physical therapy as well.
Oh.
And Dr. Oliver was like, you should also look into yoga. I'm like, oh shit, man, this is a whole lifestyle.
Hey,
now.
man.
Like, yeah.
Well, if you want to do yoga at home, I downloaded the P90X back in the day. Like BitTorrent.
Dude, we should take a trip and do like yoga with goats.
Oh, I've seen
Yoga with
yeah.
goats?
Just experience.
With
Yeah.
goats?
Yeah.
You ever seen those
Like
videos?
actual goats.
Actual
Yeah,
goats.
Like
let
animal
like-
goats.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny because they let the goats like run around like baby goats, right?
Yeah.
They're baby goats.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, I thought it was like a whole like grown goat. I was like,
no, they're usually baby goats, and I think that's why like they have like baby goats. I think it's baby goats, right?
Yeah, I think so.
kids.
You have like people stretching, and you'll see the goat like climb on
back,
you.
yeah.
Hop on the
Yeah,
back.
so it's like a interesting experience.
Where's that at?
I know it's all over San Diego. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. I've never heard of it.
Just-
Yeah.
Gotta search that.
You gotta Google that.
We have phones.
So that picture that I posted up in the stories, that was me going through that machine just so I can figure out what's really going on.
Okay. Well, I hope it's
Yeah,
not too
hopefully,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I got 3 months to go. That's what my doctor says.
Yeah.
yeah, what? Like what?
Wow. I was like,
I'll send it to my parents.
Oh, man.
Hey, I got some bad news.
I have 3 months before I find my results.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know if you saw on the news, or on social media, we did the walking rally again.
Yeah, I think
Shout-
was it Justin and
David. Shout out to Justin and David. They took a journey from I believe it's Chula Vista Border View YMCA all the way up to the Capitol in Sacramento.
Dang.
They
Dang, the
walked
whole
550 miles. So that was their thing. Last year,
Dang.
they went from Long Beach all the way down to Chula Vista. They walked,
Right.
bike, train, what else?
Bus probably.
Bus. They did all of that.
Oh, so they didn't actually walk the 500.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Because you said walked 500 feet. I was like, dang, that's a lot. Yeah.
That'll take
In the
like
snow.
months.
Yeah.
Snow.
Both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Barefoot.
They did that to raise awareness for our homeless young adults. They wanted to show like this is what travel looks like. This is what's going on in our in today 18 to 24 young adults having a hard time finding housing and affordable housing.
Yeah.
Or getting into programs that can get them back on their feet.
Right.
And so they had this whole solidarity journey where they stopped in each. I felt like it was like Sons of Anarchy. You guys watch Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
Way back when.
Where they stopped in each chapter to go to like that next stage. To raise awareness.
Yeah.
So they went to the where was it? Escondido, Oceanside YMCA, Border View YMCA, Santa Monica. They went all the way up. And then along the way, they stopped by community partners as well.
Nice.
Covenant House, I think Monarch School, a bunch of organizations to hopefully see Governor Newsom at the end.
Oh.
I don't think he showed up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't see any footage, but I believe this is like their last year. They just wanted to raise awareness. And they had Joe Dreams perform at the Border View YMCA. Joe Dreams.
Don't know who that is now.
He's a rapper in San Diego. He's usually at like the Padre games. You gotta Google him. I think recently, well, they had a thing where he got like a restraining order to not be in Little Italy because he's just like being loud and all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so that got like all over the news and it went viral.
Oh, dang.
At least it was just for noise.
Yeah.
I thought it was restraining for
you
other things.
You got a restraining order. You're like, I was like, damn, we're little.
Little Italy.
I was like, what?
No, but I guess the manager of the marketplace and him resolved it, and so he's back there. I think.
Good for him.
Yeah. But he performed at the YMCA too. It was pretty cool.
Did you not get my text? I think I texted you. I was like, hey, are you gonna be at
I was probably in there already, because we were running around setting up and stuff.
I think I got the info, and I was like, oh, should I cruise down there?
Yeah, because I saw Nick. Nick said like you were coming too.
Yeah. So I was gonna cruise down.
Damn, you should have just went.
I know, I should have.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Hit it, Brian.
Let's go, Brian.
I'm doing a lot of photo shoots. I've just been kind of in the hole with that. Just kind of really working on getting some stuff churned out because work just keeps on coming. Like yesterday, I did a couple of family shoots. One was like an old town. Another one was like their house.
Yeah.
Today, I have to do another family shoot after today at their house.
Yeah.
Like right after the recording of this.
Yeah.
At 2 p.m., right?
Sounds like it's time for you to up your rates, buddy.
I haven't. Yeah. But I think that one of the most interesting ones they did was it was coverage for like one of my friend's grandpa's 100th birthday.
Damn,
yeah,
100.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, 100. It's 100. Like, but I can show you a picture really quick. He doesn't look like to me. He doesn't look like he's 100.
Isn't that the thing?
Like
though?
he looks like he's like 70 or.
Is he
80?
Filipino?
Yeah, he's Filipino.
Man, he's been
right.
Wow.
Yeah, look, he looks pretty good for 100, right?
Yeah.
Well, because
look,
a lot of their diet is vegetables. They eat well. Yeah.
See, look,
It's not soy sauce.
he's not that bad, right? Yeah. He's also like he was also like the thing that
And
was,
his wife is, how old is his wife?
Also, she's turning 100 in January. I'm gonna be covering that too.
That's crazy.
Holy smokes.
But she like I could tell she was like her age a little bit because she was like walking. She couldn't like
Very
stand too long, or
slow.
she could like walk.
Yeah.
But the
She's walking like this.
she's throwing the mows. She's throwing the mows. Yeah.
Teach me how to buggy. Teach me how to buggy.
No, but the grandpa he was like a reverend, no, a pastor. Yeah,
Oh,
pastor.
pastor,
He was a
okay.
pastor. So
Yeah.
it was really funny though because like he would get up and talk, and he could still project. It was crazy.
Oh wow.
Like he didn't need a mic. Like
From the diaphragm.
you could hear him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it always tripped me out when they said like, "Oh, my son" or whatever, and then the guy comes up and he's like also really old.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember,
his son?
yeah, his son is like 70.
80. Okay.
He's like
yeah,
70, right? Yeah. Because he and his wife got married when they were 30,
And that's his youngest son.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy though, because like they got married when they're like 30, so they've been together like 70 years.
Jeez, and they're still alive at 100.
And they're still alive at 100. And they're
they
still
look
together.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
100.
Yeah. We'll throw up pictures over there, but like because like I remember that looking at my grandpa and stuff was like when he was like 70, 80, right? That looks like 70, 80, but like he's like 30 years older than that. It's crazy.
That's wild.
That's a long time.
Yeah. So it's like he has, because of his age, he has his sons, grandsons, and like he's like up to like great grandchildren. I was like, wow. Like not just grandchildren, but great grandchildren.
Who have their own kids too, or what?
The great grandchildren?
How old are the great grandchildren?
Dude, they're like great grandchildren at that age is like
because the son is 70. So
yeah, son is 70, and then the grandson
50
is like
30.
50. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry.
That's
I don't see that's what I'm saying. Like when I was
20s, at least 20s.
Yeah, like when I was thinking about like the the generational things, that's what tripped me out. I was like, oh, so it's great children for like the little ones. Yeah,
I'm picturing everyone having kids at like around their 20s back then, at least.
Yeah. And he had like I think they had like 10 children. So yeah.
Oh, that's dude,
so it was a big part. That's why it was a big party because there's so many.
It's classic, large Filipino.
Like old school Filipino.
Yeah, that's like my mom and her siblings. It's 3 girls, 7 boys.
Yeah.
I
think my family, my mom is she had 5 sisters, and then my dad had like 6 brothers and a sister. So
yeah, damn.
Yeah, same.
Well, I mean, they kind of needed it back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
They needed extra hands.
Oh yeah, to help. They had a farm too, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The old country. Yeah.
I thought you were like they kind of needed it.
Oh, jeez. I mean, if you want to go that route,
Dang, bro.
I mean, like, what else are you gonna do back then? They didn't have Netflix.
Yeah, you're right.
They didn't have condoms either.
Yeah, or Plan B. Yeah.
And that's why we're here.
Shout out to our mom and dad
And our grandparents.
Before I forget, I was able to. So we were at the Solidarity Journey in Chula Vista.
What's the Solidarity Journey?
Oh, that's the 550.
Oh, that's what it's called.
It's a journey to raise awareness for our homeless young adults. And
Nice.
so I got to chop it up with Sunny from POD.
Oh,
You remember?
yeah. No way.
We are.
Yeah.
The youth of a nation. And so it was crazy because like I just needed to take a break because Joe Dreams was performing, right? And he was like crowd working, and he was called like the guy in the beanie, and it was me. I was like, oh, and he was like follow Joe Dreams. He was using his name, and then I was like, oh, I need to take a step out. So I stepped out, and then Sonny from POD, like I knew he was like at certain events because of Justin, like they hang out with Emo Brown. Shout out to Emo Brown, Emo Brown podcast as well. But I see him from time to time just on social media, and so I think he needed to take a step out too because he was talking about like after that he had to go to some other kind of event and then go on a trip to like Santa Barbara to see his daughter play volleyball. And then he just stood right next to me and we just started chopping up. Like I didn't talk about music, I didn't talk about his fame. We're just talking about life. And it's crazy to see him because we went back and forth, and I'm like, sometimes we got to remember that life catapults us, and we get to this place where we're like, dude, where have these last few years been? And so him talking about like seeing his daughter grow up and me and my family, things like that, like those are the things that we start to cherish more as we get older.
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel that for sure.
So that was a cool conversation. Sonny, shout out to Sonny, cool guy. First time meeting him, and we just talked about life, and it was genuine conversation, casual conversation. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was driving downtown, and so like
Making your way downtown.
Yeah.
making my way downtown. I can't hit the high notes.
Yeah, just do an octave lower. It's fine.
But I was heading downtown, and like that you're on the 163. You're gonna exit the 5 so that you can go to the airport.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
So that turn,
Hawthorne.
that turn. I see this person from afar, and there's a homeless person, and he's butt naked.
Oh, no way.
Climbing the hill.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, oh shoot, what's going on? Everyone was like slowing down and everything.
Yeah.
And
Just to see his ass.
No, literally that's what it was. And then
Okay.
so what was I doing down there?
Taking pictures.
with your Russian AVG camera.
No, but binoculars and ice cream, dude.
But I was on my way. I was on my way back, and there was like a whole encampment, like right off that thing.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to see. I mean, we talk about it all the time, but the cost of living here or the housing market is nuts.
That's insane. I mean, because we're number one in the nation, right? Like most expensive city now.
Yeah,
I think we overtook San Francisco. Surprisingly. Yeah.
And
way to win, San Diego.
Well, and a lot of the times people are like, no, just wait. I was shout out to Chris Alcazar, Sonny. He was talking about some of these things on his on social media, but it's like the more you wait, if you look at history,
it's always trending up.
It's going up.
Yeah,
it might go this way.
It might have like a little dip.
It might go this
like
way,
flat.
and then it goes up.
Yeah.
Like, look at my parents' house, $300K for their house in the 90s. Now it's 1.2. These houses here are 1.2.
Yeah.
This model home over here, Francis's place, 1.2 now.
Dang,
When they were advertising it for 700 last year.
Yeah.
Literally, like
How many rooms? How many bathrooms?
Dude, this one was 2 bedrooms.
Oh.
wow,
Yeah,
That's 1.2.
1.2. That's what I'm saying.
it's crazy. Man.
It started from 700K. Now it's 1.2 in 1 year.
Yeah.
For 2-bedroom.
For 2-bedroom.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my coworkers when I was out in Sacramento, and she was like brutally honest. She's like, you know what? It's crazy because I don't know if my kids are ever gonna own a place in San Diego.
That's the same conversation I have. Yeah,
it's like, yo, like
you gotta go to Texas or Sacramento.
You know?
Yeah, some of my friends are going to like Temecula.
Or you gotta be like TikTok famous or something.
Yeah. Shout out to my cousin Phil and Leanne.
Right.
They had their birthday this November, and so we went over to their new place in Escondido. And they had a taco person.
Oh, nice.
I was like, dude, we should just have something so we can just have a taco person there.
I know. How about we just invite one to the podcast?
Yeah, right here, just cooking.
just cooking the entire time.
Yeah.
No, but it was a cool event. They had like charcuterie, taco man, and they had like all the meats: chicken, carne asada, adobada. I think they had, like the cheek or something like that. And we ran into someone I went to high school with, who bought next couple houses down from my cousin Phil. Shout out to Joe Ryan. I almost didn't recognize him, but it's crazy because everyone has like families, housing, all types of stuff now. I'm like, damn, we're talking about our health. That's like a common thing. I don't know if that's just me or do you guys have these conversations?
It's crazy, man.
With your friends?
Like sometimes I'm just like, man,
babies.
Like, my triglycerides are high. Like literally, I'm just like, man, I didn't have to think about none of this when I was like 18, 17, 16, 19.
Well, you're a baby at that age, dude. You don't need to worry about anything.
But that's when you knew the most, right? You know? That's when you think you know everything.
Of course.
After that, we celebrated my brother's birthday. Shout out to my brother, James.
How old's he now?
He is 28.
Nice.
We're 10 years apart. I got him one of those Regal bundle packs that they're selling at Costco. You know, they give you like a $20 gift card,
and then you get like a snack
2 tickets,
or something like
that. Yeah. And then I went to this comic book store in Claremont. I put comic book store, and there's like 5 comic book stores in Claremont.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
And I bought him a bunch of like Marvel comics.
Nice.
Because he's into comics. So shout out to my brother.
Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday. Yeah. We went to Adrian and Brennan's wedding. We went to Murrieta, right? And they had their wedding on a farm. This is Nadine's friend from nursing. From
the have baby goats.
Baby goats. You remember Happy Gilmore?
What about it?
With the scene where the grandma's like drinking beer and the guy's playing the piano.
Oh,
it goes into like this whole scene.
Yeah.
So it looked like that where they were getting married and everything, all the chairs, and they had an open bar. And it was funny because this was a predominantly white wedding.
Oh.
And so
white wedding.
And so I was like,
is that a song, right?
Is it?
Right? I think so.
What song is that?
Billy Idol, right?
So it's predominantly white wedding, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But it was funny because when I saw like another Filipino person, like it stuck out.
Well, yeah.
And I was like, hey. And then I saw another one. I was like, oh shit, James. So James from Cal State San Marcos and Lexi. I don't know if you know James and Lexi. So I got to chop it up with them, but it was just like, what are you doing here? Right?
Yeah.
In this sea of white people, what are you doing here? There can only be one of us. No, I was kidding.
And I'm the token one.
No, but so fast forward, we go to our seats, a buffet dinner. They carve the what do you call it, steak, like one of those boards with a hot lamp. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
It was like a buffet style, and they had that at the end. So I got like chicken, beef, all types of stuff. We got back to the seats. They started playing music and everything. Well, they did the speeches, and I think like that's like the one thing when people start doing speeches, they always talk about life too.
Of course.
I always talk about life. And so Adrian is a nurse. Brennan is a firefighter. They're in services serving others, right?
Okay.
And the best man was talking about that. Like in this line of work, you're serving others. In marriage, you got to remember you got to serve each other as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
When it got to the music part, like we looked at each other. It was like me and Nadine, you know, and her white coworkers, right?
Sure.
And their partners. And they were like all excited, right? Like they were excited for the music. And they were playing, like at the time, they were playing half country, half hip hop. Like that was the only, that was only two.
Old Town Road.
Oh yeah. And so they're playing hip hop, and it's funny because they're like, dude, he looked at like straight into my eyes. This is probably my second time meeting him or something, right? But like I felt like that.
It's like you're like a passing acquaintance with.
Yeah. And he was like, I can't wait till they play Freak League. I was like, what the fuck? Petey Pablo. And I was like, I looked at him, and this is my exact words. What you know about Petey Pablo? It caught me off guard.
Yeah, like who says that?
Yeah, and then so we're me and Nadine were like, hey, what did you guys put for your song request? Because everyone can turn one in.
Oh.
And so his fiance was like, oh, I put Trick Daddy. I was like, what the?
You're like, what kind of wedding is this?
I didn't expect that like from them, you know.
Right.
But it was a cool wedding. I posted. They played at the end of the night. They gave everyone these light up wands, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah, like bottle service ones.
Yeah, that's what it is. And it was so funny because this one couple, they were like in their maybe 50s.
Okay.
They were like dancing with the wands and everything, and you see the guy just doing this, right? And
He's like this.
And his wife was just like,
they're having fun. You know?
They're having fun. But I was like, hey, there's kids over here. You know, like they're doing some moves, right?
Right.
But everyone went off when they played Blink 182.
Oh,
all the small things.
All the small things.
Yeah, everyone was just singing with it.
Oh god.
But yeah, that was a fun wedding. Yeah. I think the music was like the best. Wait, so
good
music,
DJ, good DJ,
quality sounds as well.
Right.
The food was great.
Right.
Dude, I think everything was just great. Like,
there's
usually something that's just I'm like, but this was just like, I think it was like well planned too.
Yeah.
That's the key to it all.
Yeah.
To have a plan. Like I always get a little wary when I take on weddings and they're like, yeah, we don't have a wedding planner. I'm just like,
that's hard.
It's usually like one of their friends that ends up having to do that. I feel bad for them. I was like, you're not being paid for this. Yeah. But hey, it happens.
Yeah. All right, Snapple fact. Turkey wasn't on the menu on the first Thanksgiving.
Nope.
You know that?
Yeah, it's just maize.
Okay. It was venison, duck, goose, oysters, lobster, eel, and fish were likely served alongside pumpkins and cranberries, but not pumpkin pie or cranberry sauce.
Yeah, turkey I think wasn't until like later down the line.
It wasn't invented yet.
They haven't bred any turkeys yet.
Turkeys were there, it's just they didn't really consider.
Like how? But happy Thanksgiving. What's everyone up to for Thanksgiving?
Same old. You know, getting a honey baked ham, and it's gonna be with family. I think in fall. Well, actually,
is it gonna be at your new pad now? What, you've had your pad for how long?
I don't know, like 2 years.
Oh, it's 2 years already. Okay.
Pandemic times,
yeah. Not at our pad. No, I think it's usually in Fallbrook, where like my mom's aunt and uncle are, so like my grandma, grandpa. But I think we might have it at my Kuya's place in in Carl Mountain. So
Nice.
Yeah, usually for us, it's my uncle that lives like in Escondido because he likes hosting it or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's going to be this case this year, just because like I think the older my parents and like their generation gets, they just get lazier.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, we have to like, you know, go over there, blah blah blah. You know,
It's not gonna be forever where they're gonna cook these meals like these traditional Filipino meals.
right?
Well, it's Thanksgiving, but you usually have traditional Filipino meals, right?
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's always that, but then it's also because like a lot of my, you know, the kids, you know, around my generation or whatever like that, they already have their own family, so they're just doing their own thing.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
that's true.
So, I mean, if anything, if nothing happens, like, because usually, like, growing up, we would always have, like, the big thing where everyone gets together, kind of, like I said, the older they get, they want to, like, they have their own thing, or they don't feel the need to kind of celebrate anymore. Yeah. So it's kind of, like, on, like, us to kind of keep it going. So I might, like, you know, hang out with my cousins or something like that, like, for their family stuff. So I don't know.
Do you do traditional Thanksgiving meals, or it's like half and half where you're like, okay, you got the lumpia on the side and fruit
like
salad?
Like if anything, the only thing there is like a turkey. Or like a turkey supplement. You know, it's like sometimes it's not even a turkey, it's like this is a really big chicken.
Yeah.
Or if we get really desperate, like, you know, like a Costco chicken or something like that.
What type of Filipino foods would you get?
The regular, you got your lumpia.
Nothing special. That's just like labog.
Kare-kare.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
man.
You too?
Everything's good. Yeah.
Shit.
You guys never have that for Thanksgiving? Yeah.
You get a plate from you guys.
You know, kare-kare is like, it's basically
Not for Thanksgiving though.
No, but like,
You know what? I think my mom's making dinuguan.
Shit.
For this one.
Yeah.
Dude, hers is fire too because she cuts out all the fat from like the pork and stuff.
Oh.
So it's just like lean meat in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
You lost me at cutting out all the fat.
you're like, that's the best part.
Yeah. Like, what is it this?
But you know, sometimes when it's like too fatty though, you're just like,
I always enjoy the lumpia. My mom makes a good fruit salad. I think that's like a childhood memory.
Wait, is it?
You put it in the cup and then you.
Yeah. It's like it's got like the cherry, the pineapple, and it's like a yogurt kind of consistency almost.
There's this see-through. Like it's pretty hard
like
to.
I don't know what that is.
Right?
Yeah,
those are good though.
I don't know what that's called. Sometimes there's grapes in it.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments what that little jelly thing is
all
called.
you real Filipinos out there.
Yeah.
It's like a hard jelly too. Yeah, it's not like squishy. It's like kind of squishy, but like you could bite through it obviously, but it's like it's pretty hard. Like you have to bite through it. You know?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes like she'll put like the stringy thing. You seen that?
Those are like those are
coconut?
coconut.
Is it coconut? Okay,
it's
that's probably coconut then.
Coconut. Album coming out soon.
Wow.
Have you ever had? I mean, does your family do like the Jello with layers of? You know, have you seen those?
I've
family
seen
parties?
Sometimes.
So the white, I don't know what the white is, but it's like different colored Jello, and then it has some kind of white layer in between.
It's like are you thinking about like because like there's the puto, which is like the little
Bread.
The bread,
the white
ones.
one.
Yeah.
But then there's also like the gelatin kind of puto.
Oh, you're talking about the conchinta.
Yeah, conchita. There you go.
The orange one, right?
Yeah. But sometimes it's like layered with stuff.
Oh, that's different. No, that's something different. I know what you're talking about. It might be like purple and
it's like there's like an uber layer, there's like a white layer, sometimes like a green layer. Yeah. That's a thing though. Like I'm trying to get better at is just remembering the names to dishes because it's like I know what it is and I've seen it before. I've eaten. I know it's good. I just don't remember the name.
What are we all thankful for?
Let's do that. You want to do that?
Yeah.
What are we all thankful for?
Yeah. Since you brought it up, Art, I'm pretty sure you have something you're thankful for. Yes.
Yeah, man. Like just life in general.
Okay.
Just being alive, man.
What a cop out.
Oh, jeez.
No, I guess I'm thankful for nothing. No, no.
That's a waste of seconds. I
know. I like.
Well, I'm thankful for you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
I was waiting for Art to say that.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to be like too forward or anything. Yeah.
I feel like
thankful for the pod. It's fun. Thankful for, like family in general, relationships, friendships.
Okay.
All the things, connections.
I was like, ooh, Art's in a new relationship.
Well, he said relationships,
Oh,
so
yeah,
plural.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, I thought of family and everything else.
No, he has just like a couple.
Oh, plural.
Yeah.
I just got that.
Plural.
Wow, dude.
Okay.
I got Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I too am thankful for my friends. I'm always continuously amazed at like all the referrals I get. Because it's just one of those things I struggle with a lot. Is like I don't know if it's that whole feeling of like, am I doing things right? Like like doing what I do. Am I even good at what I do? But then I'm always getting like some clients hear that it's like, oh yeah, like so and so like recommends like, oh wait, cool. Like I didn't know. So that just tells me like I'm doing something right. That enough that people are enough to put their money and support me also, but then also like put their reputations with other people.
Oh, that's true.
Because that's always like a big thing when
reference,
you,
right?
when you refer someone like as a friend to another friend,
Yeah.
like you're not only risking like like the business between them, but like your friendship with them. That's always a big thing for me too. That's why I always put my all when like a friend recommends me. Like I don't want to mess up because if I mess up, that looks bad on not just me but my friend. And then it's going to be on them to kind of like repair their own friendship with them too, right? Because it's like if I mess up and then like that doesn't look good on my friend, and then that friend's not going to trust anything that the initial friend like is going to say ever again. It's like, well, you remember that one guy? Like I'm not trusting what you're saying again. That's how bad he messed up. And that's what I'm always kind of like low key afraid about. So I try
Life
and
of
do
an
my best.
overthinker.
Yeah.
He's like in the corner, like,
Yeah.
I'm doing this right.
Yeah, I mean it's just something I struggle with a lot. Like I'm getting better at it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole like mental state and really trying to know when to listen to that voice and when to shut it up. Yeah. Because it helps like when I listen to it. Like for instance, like when I organize shoots, like every time I think about like I have a shoot, like okay, we have this location going on, and if it's outdoors especially, it's like okay, if this goes wrong then we go over here, if this goes wrong we go over here. So I have like backup plans on plans. So that's when it's good, when I overthink everything. But other things like that sometimes it can get a little bit be taxing on the mental state of things. But overall I'm thankful for my friends who supported me for all that, even my family too, because they'll be like, I mean, they try. They try. Because then they're like, oh yeah, I have this friend, like their son or daughter's getting married. I put it in a good word. I was like, okay, thank you, but I don't know what he said or anything like that. It's like my parents or whatever. So yeah, or like
your parents are like, fuck that guy.
Yeah. No, or sometimes like it's my uncles or like aunts because they know I do that sort of thing. So yeah. That's really, really thankful for all the like Art said, like the relationships that I have that are non-romantic.
That are non-romantic.
I don't have any romantic relationships.
That's a lie, Art.
Yeah, he's stone cold. Steve Austin.
I ain't got no heart.
Whoa, dang. What about you, Jason?
You took mine. Thank you for you guys. No, because I feel like I know we only see each other like maybe every other week, but I feel like I laugh the most out of the 2 weeks. No, I'm serious because dude, laugh. Okay, so laugh and cry. Like I feel like it's always it's always with you guys. Because like I said, I feel like it's always work, and I have these brief moments, usually on the weekends. But I feel like I get so much energy out of you guys when we show up for here.
Nice. Glad we could help you refill your cup.
Yeah. That's what I need, and I think it helps too on a Sunday too.
Yeah. For sure.
But thankful for my family, my wife that supports me daily, that is patient with me on those challenging days. She's my best friend, so thank you for you. Thank you for you being you, my dog Gracie. I feel like dogs, they just love you unconditionally, even on your like worst days. You're just like, oh, I can't be mad at you.
As long as you give them food.
Yeah, as long as you give food. And then thank you for like I always say it all the time. Thank you for this. I feel like this is the end already, but it's
I know.
But we're in the Thanksgiving mood.
Yeah.
I just want to thank everyone that supports the pod.
All of you guys out there, yes.
If it's just 5 people watching, like it's the 5 people that we care about.
Yeah.
I was watching. So shout out to Courtney. I saw one of his Hendo. I saw one of his videos, and he was talking about it's crazy to see how the people that support you the most are random strangers and not your direct your direct circle, but you do it for the people that support you. Don't worry about anyone else. So back to like you're talking about like this is enough. This like people that are rocking with you, just pour out even more because they're rocking with you.
Right. Yeah.
So that's good to that's good to know, because like this might not be like podcasting might not be everyone's cup of tea, and I don't expect anything more. But I do appreciate everyone that does take their time to listen to us talk about random stuff.
And laugh about the most dumb things ever.
Yeah.
What is that, Art? What is that?
I was just laughing, man.
All right, so let's get into some random fun.
Sure.
This game, we do random fun. This game is called Let's Get Deep.
All right.
That's what she told me.
What you explain, Brian? Is this
This is clapping cheeks.
what's her name? Okay.
Her name.
So how this game is played is I have a set of questions. I have 3 questions.
Three questions.
It'll go icebreaker, deep, and then even deeper. The first one. This is the icebreaker. If you were a wrestler, what would your entrance theme song be? And well, do you guys watch wrestling, or have you guys watched wrestling?
I've seen a couple.
I've seen it.
So yeah.
Who's your favorite wrestler? Let's add.
I don't have a favorite. I don't watch enough to have a favorite wrestler.
Stacy Keebler.
Sable. That's for the old school WWF fans before it's WWE.
Right.
But if you were a wrestler, what would be your entrance theme song?
Oh, that's tough, man. Like your whole. It's like
you come out like you're coming out.
You're
like,
coming out. Like,
whether it's you're running through the stage or like Stone Cold, just taking your time.
Right.
That's always hard. It's like picking your like theme for like weddings and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think one of the funnest ones is Flux Pavilion. I Can't Stop. I think that's a good one.
How's that song go?
I can't stop. Okay.
I gotta Google it. I gotta Google it.
I forgot the name of the artist, but like it's The Wall, I think.
Wall. Oh man,
it's like The Wall.
Wonderwall?
No, not Wonderwall.
Wonderwall.
I'm gonna look it up right now. What about yours, Jason?
I don't know. I'm stuck on this Freak League thing. Like it has to be something from the '90s where you're just like, it's. Oh, you know what? Return of the Mac. Every time it plays, you know everyone's like, oh shit. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
That's just one of the songs. When it hits, everyone's like, oh, I know who's coming out.
Okay.
No favorite wrestler though?
Stacy Keebler.
Oh, you're serious?
Oh, you were serious. Okay.
I think mine was Sting growing up. You remember Sting? He dressed up like some reference.
Music artist?
No.
He sings, right?
Yeah, Sting.
No, Sting with a baseball bat. He was like WCW.
No.
Are you guys serious?
I'm not familiar with
that.
Okay.
Like I've seen enough wrestling to know what it's about and what happens, but I never watched it extensively to know all the details and stuff.
The only person I really know a lot is like The Rock and
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Stone Cold too, but Sting was the first person.
I see.
Or who was that?
I'll find it later.
Rikishi.
Oh, Rikishi.
With the Sting face.
His signature move was sitting on your face. And he was holding on the ropes like this, right?
All right.
Are we?
Yeah, just keep going.
Let's get a little deeper.
Let's get a little deeper. So this is deep. We're in the deep section.
Right.
Would you be able to speak, or would you want to be able to speak to animals, or know all the foreign languages, and why?
Foreign languages for sure. Just because I like to travel, it'd be,
Yeah, foreign languages would be the more practical option.
Yeah.
But the animals, man, they
I want to know.
They must have all the tea.
Yeah, and you could send them on missions and stuff.
Yeah.
And no one's gonna be wiser because it's like, oh, it's just a bird.
I was thinking I was thinking the same thing too, because I'm where I'm at right now, and I don't care less if I don't know what they're saying, right?
Animals?
But no, I'm talking about people, in general. When you hear people talking different languages,
right.
I'm just like,
Wait,
shit.
So this is you can only understand, you can't speak it, or what's the
be able to speak?
Oh, you speak it. Okay.
Yeah,
so
you understand. Let's
I think it's like because to be able to speak to something, you have to understand back.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, because there's both sides have like I said, like I think like
animals would be more fun.
Yeah, but being like a polyglot, like being able to understand like a bunch of different like human languages would be more profitable. You'd be like a universal translator.
Yeah,
because if people, you have to hire people to translate,
translators and stuff.
Yeah. So this is only speaking. Like I'm only putting for speaking in this because writing is a whole other thing. Being able to write things or whatever. Because like you could speak Japanese, but then to write is a whole other thing. So
you can't write cheetah. So.
I mean, you can transcribe. You can transcribe cheetah.
Claws.
It's claws. But in the end, oh my god, yeah, because animals is a lot more fun, But human languages are the more practical.
Yeah,
one. I think I would
YOLO. Come on, Brian.
I would stick with human languages just because that opens up so much more of your horizon stuff. I mean, animals too.
Yeah,
but
you could have just so many more relationships. And stuff.
But you can be in the water with dolphins.
That's true. I'd be like,
inside an animal rebellion.
Aquaman.
Should be talking to the monkeys and tell them how to get out of the thing.
Just jump up.
You become the planet, the rise of the Planet of the Apes.
oh my gosh.
All right, let's get a little.
Wait, what would you guys choose?
That's hard. Fun, I would do animals, but profitable, I think profitable.
Right.
I think
human languages.
All languages. Human languages.
What about you, Art?
Yeah, language for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
Yeah. All
right. Let's get deeper in this last question.
Oh,
what family traditions? Okay, we're talking about family traditions.
I know. That came at the wrong time.
Yeah. You nasty, Brian.
Yeah, dude.
We gotta talk more about that. What?
That was Art. That was not me.
What family traditions did you enjoy growing up? Birthdays, holiday celebrations.
Oh. Like out of those categories?
Just whatever you can think of. Like growing up, this is what you enjoy the most.
I think it's holidays for me.
Holidays? Anything particular?
No, I just
like for.
I think it's just the time for everybody to get together.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like expected, and it's always fun.
There's never a thing where it's like, oh shoot, Uncle Art's here, and they're expecting something. I don't know. Like for example, I think for me growing up, it's my sister's Christmas games. She always has random games with prizes that she puts together. So we're always, what are we going to play this year?
Oh, I see.
So I think that's always memorable and something that I'd always look forward to.
Well, actually, I have something like that. Like, my Aunt Julie, she does that too. She has like games. She like gives out like gift cards to winners and stuff. That's always fun.
She gives the gift cards.
Yeah.
Dang.
Like, so she buys a bunch of gift cards, and then winners of the game get a little prize.
Yeah. For me and in my family, like growing up, there wasn't any like strong like specific traditions. It was just any excuse to kind of get together. Like though I think the biggest tradition we had was we would have like family gatherings like every month to like every other month.
Oh, nice.
Kind of thing. Like so that's why a lot of it kind of like blends together because a lot of my cousins are like around my age, like that. There's not too big of a generational divide. There's like some that are like younger now, but like a lot of us are like around the same age. So it was really cool to like, we get to see our cousins or whatever like that. Yeah. Some of them like live in, because back in the day we were a lot more spread apart than we are now. So I think that's why like our parents did that a lot, which is, keep in touch with each other, make sure everyone's doing okay, that sort of thing. And it's like every Filipino family function you have, like all the adults are talking and then all the kids like do whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you're all like playing on like taking turns on like the Nintendo or something like that.
Yeah.
Older kids making the little kids cry and stuff.
Yeah. And then when we got a little older, sometimes you go out on walks and stuff where,
or even play outside. I remember growing up, we'd always play in front of my cousin Phil's place because they had like a long street and we'd play football.
Nice. Yeah.
You just see it like hit the cars and bounce off,
Yeah.
All right, let's get into them Q&As. We have community Q&As. Our community members send us questions in our stories and our Instagram stories, and we answer them here on the pod. First question. This is from guess who?
Alan.
Okay.
Alan's always participating in these questions. Thank you for sending in your questions.
Thanks, Alan.
Top 3 breakfast foods with one honorable mention.
Top
3
breakfast foods.
Ooh, let's do a draft.
Spam.
Who wants to go first?
I know. I was gonna say like tocino, egg,
Yeah.
and cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
I like fruit.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
What?
Not healthy.
What? What?
I guess you
I'm
don't
talking
have a
about-
problem with your triglycerides, huh?
What are you talking about? I'm eating tocino, dog.
Yeah, I think that's what
Eggs.
it is. Spam, eggs, and tocino.
Damn, it's all Filipino.
Yeah.
That's not strictly Filipino.
It's not really.
Yeah.
I'm thinking French. Well, French toast. Is
See, that's the thing.
like
I
breakfast.
don't do sweet breakfast.
Oh,
that's-
really?
Yeah, I really don't.
Not like pancakes with syrup or anything.
Like every once in a
You do
while,
a
but
savory
it's not.
breakfast.
Yeah, like I'm more of a savory,
Oh.
Like a savory kind of like
Yeah.
like hash browns.
like that salty stuff.
Yeah, that's why you're
My triglycerides.
I'll do that once in a while. I'll go to R&B and then I'll get there. I think they have it on like Saturday, maybe Sunday mornings. They have their Filipino breakfast. Tocino.
There's that one spot over there,
Longanisa.
Conchings or something like that. I think they changed the names.
Conching's not here anymore. That's in
It's
National
not?
City, right?
Yeah, Conchings is National City, dog.
They sold the place now. It's not
what?
Conching's anymore.
Dang.
Because everyone started going to Tita's, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the truth, but it's gotten
just
popular over time.
coincidental, yeah.
Yeah. But I would get, like, if we were talking about Filipino breakfast, I would do tocino, longanisa, and garlic rice with sunny side up egg.
So is your honorable mention the garlic rice then?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to R&B, I would ask for extra sabao. It's only 50 cents, and you get the put it on the rice.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is it on the regular kind of breakfast or just like of all time breakfast food? That you
I think he just said let me see. So his top 3 breakfast foods.
right.
One honorable mention.
Oh, I didn't give it honorable.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like just on the regular. You know.
Yeah.
Like cereal.
So let's say this is death row
Oh,
breakfast. Let's go that way.
Okay.
Well, then give me dinner.
Why you give me breakfast? Oh no,
Because you wake up, it's breakfast time.
Yeah.
Oh no, because your execution's at like noon or something
Yeah,
like that.
right.
Yeah.
So you have to have breakfast before
Yeah.
then. Yeah, your last meal.
Your breakfast is at 10 a.m. You gotta wake up early.
Shoot.
I would do French toast. Like this is
Okay.
if we're talking about ultimate, that'd be my number one.
Okay, I still wouldn't do that. I would go
Number one, go.
Number one,
Like ultimate breakfast.
I mean, like I would get like a really big omelet. Like I just really like
Okay, you
omelets.
like omelets?
Yeah, for
Okay.
eggs. Yeah, that's I really like omelets,
Okay.
like with hash browns and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna let that slide.
What? Okay, I'm gonna let you slide.
So omelet,
Yeah,
French toast.
Yeah, dude. I think it just has
like
to be. I don't know, like an eggs Benny.
Ooh,
That's like
Okay.
a brunch thing, though,
you
right?
fancy.
no, but that's like a mid.
It's
know,
like a mid?
It's like in the middle of the way.
There's skill to poach eggs.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
Because we say eggs, but like you can prepare it in any way.
I'm picturing it. Were you picturing
Yeah, I was picturing cracking an egg into the water.
it? Yeah. Let's go Filipino for number 2.
I mean, longanisa for me.
Longanisa.
dude.
Okay, that was gonna be my answer, but
Yeah,
Yeah. I think
That's good.
it's just what we're raised on. Like,
Cena.
what do you say?
Hmm.
There's not much after that. Huh?
corned beef.
Oh,
Corned beef. Yeah, that's pretty good, too.
Corned beef with the
Some onions?
the tiny
Yeah.
potatoes. Have you seen?
Oh,
that?
yes.
The tiny
Yes.
pieces.
Tiny bit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's my number 2.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard.
we took the good ones. Sorry,
Yeah.
you snooze, you lose, man.
You still have longanisa, right? You said tocino.
Tocino? Tocino.
You
You
said
said
tocino.
longanisa?
I said longanisa.
I'll say
Oh, you
tocino.
do tocino. Yeah, that's my
We got all meats for the
All
second.
meats.
I know. Oh, I just got to end on food now. I'm so hungry.
I know. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be
Nah, it's all
lunchtime too, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Let's do it.
number 3,
I mean, usually I like to end on like some kind of fruit at the end.
fruit.
So like a cantaloupe or like a melon.
I feel like breakfast, there's not a whole lot of variety in my life.
It's yogurt.
You just don't wake up that early.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think, yeah. Well, I always just eat eggs and like, dang, so.
You can't go wrong
Omelets
with
are good though too.
Yeah.
I like omelets.
You can't go wrong with scrambled eggs.
Like a
It's-
like a grand slam.
Yeah.
What about like the sausage links?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It has its taste.
I'm just naming stuff, you know.
Oh, like McDonald's breakfast though?
Like the sausage. Egg McMuffin?
Egg McMuffin. Or like the McGriddles. I think that's the like, because it's like a sweet and savory.
Okay. I see that.
Egg McMuffins are good until you have the second one. Then you're just like, this is too damn much. Because they always do like 2 for whatever. And you're like, okay, I'll just get this.
So you go have McDonald's with a friend, right? And
that's right.
Two for McGriddles and 2 for McGriddles.
And then you have a McDoo-doo afterwards.
Well, yeah, usually you have a big breakfast and, you know, you got to take that morning dump, you know?
Juicer.
Yeah. Scrambled eggs is mine. But what's an honorable mention? I'll go fruit.
Yeah, fruit.
Honorable mention is yogurt with cereal in it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or granola.
Yeah.
I only have that like when I'm at like conferences.
Right? Because it comes with the breakfast
or like
hotel breakfast.
Yeah, like something
I mean,
like that.
I think for me it's because I've done that. Like I was like, I should just do this for my regular breakfast. You
ever get a bagel?
I'm not really much of a bagel person.
It has to be a good bagel if there's a bagel option.
Speaking of, there's a good bagel place in Montreal.
Was there?
You guys ever heard of a scooped bagel?
No, what is that?
I saw this guy was like complaining about it, like this guy from California apparently, and then he went to New York and like he asked for a scoop bagel and they all looked at him funny or whatever. But I didn't know what that was, so I looked it up. And a scoop bagel is like you take the bagel and like you start scooping in it, so you just have like the outside.
Oh, the outside part.
So it's less carbs. Or I was like, what the hell is it?
Oh, that's
and like
just the shell.
And like you don't scoop all of it. Like maybe you get like a lot of it out, but there's still a little bit.
Okay.
You know, they say it's so you could put more. Because like now you can well not meat or
but like
whatever you want.
Is,
whatever you want. Yeah. But I was like, that's just weird to me.
Here I go again with those savory foods.
Yeah. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what you like, man.
New York has the best bagel options, though, right? They're like known for like the freshest.
Honestly, I think it's like an East.
It's an East Coast thing, right? They have like the salmon.
Thing. Yeah.
What is it called? The lox or whatever.
Oh, lox. Yeah, lox bagels.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not sure.
All right. Next question.
Sure.
This is from Tater Nuts. You know who you are. Has your taste in music changed throughout the years?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it just goes through phases for me.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I go through like my alternative rock emo phase, and then like I listen to like hip hop every once in a while.
Was there one artist that you were stuck on for a while, or a band?
You know who I still like? I think I mentioned this already, but like the band that I listen to all the time is The Used.
Yeah, and I think you wore a shirt.
Yeah,
on one of the episodes too.
Yeah, so I've listened to them since they've been having music and stuff. So that's my thing.
Yeah,
like
I've been getting into a lot of like Latin music lately though, like Bad Bunny and stuff. And,
okay,
like, Nicole. Like, yeah,
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
I mean, she got some bangers, right?
Yeah. Some
Shakira,
Maluma, you know, Shakira, all the G's, Becky G.
Okay. I think Becky G's acting now, right?
Dude, she was a Yellow Ranger in Power Rangers.
Was she?
Yeah.
Not the original.
Not the original, but I mean the movie, the Power Rangers, the new Power Rangers movie.
Trini died, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Hold up.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
And that was like years ago.
Yeah. I just saw her name, like it said Becky G. Like, you know when you type in cast of.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, Becky G. I was like, oh, that's funny that you.
Yeah. Carol G.
Say that. How about you, Brian?
For me, yeah, my music tastes have changed over the years, but like even from the beginning, I always had like a wide variety, just because when I was learning piano, my teacher instilled in me like to always listen to different types of music and stuff like that, right? Like, so like from early on, like I would always listen to, you know, like the old school jams, you know, like hip hop, R&B. And then like I would just I'd hang out with like the alternative kids and get some of that right there. And then like there was also like the, you know, the deep house techno kids.
Yeah,
too,
like electronic.
Electronica.
Yeah.
So like I've always had like a wide
Alice DJ generations.
Yeah. So I've always had like a wide, you know, a wide variety of musical tastes. And then as I got older, like I'm always on the hunt for like new genres and new artists and stuff like that. Like I forgot this name too, but they're like an Indian metal band. They have some really strong messages and stuff like that, but it's really interesting to listen to. Yeah. But yeah, so when I got older, like I've kind of like looked at different it's always interesting to see like different cultures and see how they take modern music styles and make it their own kind of thing. So like I've always been on the hunt of that, but I still listen to, you know, you got your, you know, your lo-fi, you know, just kind of like chill,
chill
kind of things, which is really funny because like one of my friends says like, you know, lo-fi is basically like elevator music, but for like modern age, because it's just so like, chill, you know, you just put it on the background, like it's like universally accepted kind of thing. But yeah, what about you, Jason?
K-pop.
No K-pop. I like their music videos though.
Yeah,
they always play at Tapika Express. Express is it Express?
Yeah, but then it's not like the song.
It's not the song, but it goes with the with the video.
Yeah.
That's just kind of a little bit of how formulaic their songs are a little bit, because they can follow. You could put any video with any song.
Yeah, and it's the best.
Blackpink though, they go off, man.
Damn.
Is that your taste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, like how again? Can you zoom in, Brian? I think for me, started off with like Puffy and Mace, that era, right? Like flashy East Coast, and then for a long time, I was stuck on Lil Wayne. I just liked Lil Wayne, and then it got to a little more deeper, or I can like kind of relate. It's like J. Cole, like more thought out, like appreciating life and all this stuff.
Yeah,
like real, I guess hip hop. So it's definitely changed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that question.
Thanks, Tater Nuts.
Tater Nuts, yes.
Who is that?
I don't know. It's Tater Nuts.
Tater Nuts, Stefan. His name is Stefan.
Oh.
Went to high school with him.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think we talked about this already, but this is from Kobe. He was asking
Kobe.
We'll go for this one since this is pretty short.
Sure.
Do you guys plan on talking about wrestling?
We just kind of did.
I mean, we kind of did, but I think from time to time, especially for me, I grew up watching wrestling. Shout out to my Uncle Luis. He introduced that to my life, and is a good part of my elementary years. I think it's elementary.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Baywatch was a part of it too.
Baywatch was part of it too.
Oh, because it would come in like sandwiched in between that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like in slow motion.
Yeah. I didn't watch a lot of wrestling except for like Stacy Keibler and stuff.
Stacy, she's new, right? She's like the newer wrestler. Like she came later.
Yeah, I think I was in high school by that time.
Oh, okay.
I guess to answer the question is you know, if we're gonna talk about wrestling, is it more like in depth, that kind of thing? You know,
I don't think it's gonna be in depth. I think it's gonna be one of those things where
it just comes up.
It just comes up like through a memory.
Okay, yeah, because I had a lot of friends who were into wrestling, and then I just never really got into it or anything like that. So, if anything, it'd be you carrying that, since you have more knowledge.
Who's the one dude that's like super like morbid?
You're stuck on it. You know he wears a thong when he wrestles. Because he does that. No, he really like sits on someone's face.
Wait,
and
did you say Rafiki?
No, Rikishi. Rafiki is someone I know from. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Lion King.
Rafiki's Lion King, dog.
No.
Yes, it is Lion King.
I know that too, but someone from high school, I think.
No, but you're saying no, like that's not a thing.
Oh yeah. No, but what were you saying though?
I don't know. Oh no, the who's it? Undertaker.
Oh, what about him?
Like he's like that guy. He's like always in a coffin or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think he does that anymore. Like they've definitely changed. Like they're showing their face now. Like Kane, you remember Kane?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he always had that leather mask.
Yeah, that leather mask. Now it's off now, so it's like
he took the mask off.
Yeah, and they have normal ass haircuts now. from what we're like used to with the long hair and everything.
Yeah.
Well, that was the style of like the 90s.
Yeah,
like the Hardy Brothers or
the
whatever?
Hardy Brothers. Yeah,
the Hard Brothers.
Who's that guy he wore a sock on his hand? Mankind.
Oh, Mankind.
With a mask. He wore like his mask was kind of funky too. Yeah. This last one. This comes from my cousin Roxanne. Shout out to my cousin Roxanne in Hawaii.
Hey.
What? And this is towards us three. What would you say keeps your friendship / bond close?
Between us?
Between us three.
This podcast.
This podcast.
Well, even before this podcast, let's go back to like when we used to just journey and have those trips.
I mean, I think that's what it is, right? It's just having that time set. Yeah, that keeps us together.
Yeah, we actually forced time together.
Yeah, forced time.
Because Jason, I mean, we talked about it before. Yeah,
probably like the ringleader of all this.
Well, yeah, because otherwise, I think we would all just be kind of doing our own things.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
I would have my Sundays back. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, I really do think for a lot of what was happened with all of this, it's it's kind of you, and we're all both me and Art, we're both really supportive of anything because we're just kind of doing our own thing. It's like, okay, we have time to support this, so might as well.
I like just to. I mean, not that you bring it up, I miss those days. Like, I feel like we should do more. Like, not like photo shoots, but just go wherever.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for the photo shoot, we probably wouldn't go to that desert for like that amount. Like, we wouldn't go there just to hang out, But we did, and we had those conversations. Like, I think I always my one of my memories was when we waited for the clouds to clear, and we just sat. Like, my trunk was open. That was when you did the levitating thing.
Oh yeah.
That photo, and we actually just talked for the longest time.
We're also trying to take our mind off the.
And I was trying to figure out how to fly the drone in a tight circle.
During the pandemic too. We were just like talking about life. I think that's when the pandemic hit us the most. We were just like, shit.
I mean,
this could be the end of days, right? That's our thoughts.
Yeah, you never know. So I mean, and it was like I said, like it all really just comes back to you wanting to, try something new. Mm-hmm. And being in front of the camera and all of that, and like you had us, and then we just spent time together. So,
well, thank you for everyone. Submit your questions. We have it on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Q&A Tuesdays and Saturdays. If you want to submit the question, we do appreciate that. Yeah, send us some goofy ones. It doesn't have to be too serious all the time. So,
yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's a good balance for what usually happens earlier in the podcast.
Oh yeah. You're right.
It grounds us, but it doesn't matter. Ask whatever you want to ask. It sobers
us up. So, all right. Last call. Our thank yous, shout outs, anything you want to plug, upcoming events, and pod encounters from families and friends. I think one cool encounter was at Phil's
barbecue.
No. Phil. Oh, that sounds good though.
Yeah, I was like, hey.
Phil's birthday, his double birthday, right?
Okay, cool.
I was in line for the tacos, and someone was like, "Hey, I heard you have a podcast." And then everyone else was like, "Wait, you got a podcast?" Like, what is it? Like, it was like Albert Ortiz.
Oh, hey, Albert.
Albert Ortiz.
Yeah.
Do you know a guy named Santi? Or they call him, I think, Salty.
Salty
is his nickname.
Okay.
Marvin, all of them.
Yeah.
So they were there, and so I was able to chop it up, like let them know. Yeah, we record. They're like, "What is it about?" I think I've shortened this because I feel like everyone always asks, like, "What is it about?"
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what they want to know.
I say comedy, culture, community.
Yeah.
All right.
CCC.
And I said a lot of times it's bullshit too. So
yeah.
Other than that, like that's what I'll let people know. But it was cool to hear that and to have people even ask, like people that I've known for years. I forget sometimes, like I don't go out and promote it. Like, hey, here's the flyer for our podcast, right?
Yeah. Here's our mixtape.
Yeah. Sometimes I actually forget to mention when I'm like out and I see family and friends. But it's cool when they ask about, like, hey, I heard. I'm like, oh shoot, where'd you hear this from?
Yeah.
Because I didn't tell you this, but it's picking up. So appreciate you guys. Love those encounters. Mm-hmm.
It felt like you were gonna say something, and then you just looked at Jason.
Dude, episode 9, you looked at me, and I was like.
For those that can't see, he looked away.
It was a good clip. Like, if you watch episode 9, there's a part where like you laugh and you look at me, and I'm just like.
And again, he just looks away when Art looks at him. Like when you're staring at someone and they look at you, and you just have to like make sure that you're trying to look away.
Yeah, it's like when you're checking out a hot chick, right? And you're like,
no. Oh, what's the time? Yeah. It's okay if you don't have anything like that,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like it's always the same. Like, no pod encounters. Just loyal listeners. I know, like my homegirl Alyssa always listens to it on the way to work and stuff, and she'll be sending me the. I think I like forgot the name of the restaurant, the Mexican restaurant over in Carl Mountain. She was like, "It's Yesenia."
Oh, Yesenia.
I was like, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Nice. Shout out to all our listeners. I still get regular messages from like Dan.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he messaged me sometimes like, "Oh yeah, where was that place that you guys were talking about?" Or something like that. Yeah.
Let's get him on the pod. I want to hear those. I want to hear those like Brian unlocked stories of buckets of your life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still doing it. He's still performing and everything.
No, not that Dan.
Oh, which Dan are you talking about?
The other.
Oh, the other Dan.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this. Shout out to Dan. Every time, like I'm posting like a story, right? I'll put a story and I'll put like episode 11, episode 10 for future stories.
Yeah.
Because like, and I'm always, you know how we're like 2 episodes behind.
Yeah.
And then he'll send me something out of pocket, like it's like Jason, like. How are you gonna say episode 11 when you haven't even posted episode 9?
Hey, he's keeping you accountable, man. He's keeping you accountable, dude.
But I know he's a diehard supporter too. He actually pulled up for a shirt.
Oh wow!
And he says it makes his rides go a little bit, better, and get away from some of the things that in life. Yeah. So for those that don't know Dan's a nurse, and you know how hectic like the nursing life can get. So I appreciate you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you know him? Through the marketplace, the Mary Makes Marketplace?
No, just way back when. I think it was through like Rich and
that makes sense now. Okay.
Yeah, because we used to he used to have an apartment over by it's Snapdragon Stadium now.
Dan?
Yeah. He used to have an apartment. He used to be in the apartment like over there by the trolley station.
Yeah.
And we would always go there for like Comic-Con. So we would basically park at his apartment complex and use that station there. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Let's get Dan on the show.
Yeah. Hey Dan, you down? Yeah, but I feel like the longer this podcast goes, it's kind of just you're just hanging out with us and just listening to us talk about things and just hang out. It's nothing about. Sometimes we get a little serious on topics. Sometimes we joke around with stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, mother.
You gotta believe that.
Other than that, thank you for hanging out with us. I'm Brewpac.Shakur.
Art.
And this is Brian.
Happy Thanksgiving.